Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Live. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And welcome. Hey, first order of business. Did I screw something up? I see in the comments a lot of people were here really early. Did I have the wrong time listed or something? Because if I did, I apologize. Um, you know, the live stream starts every Sunday. It's the first Sunday of the month at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I may have in the uh, announcement of the upcoming live stream, maybe I put in the wrong time or something. I don't know what happened there, but I do see there was people here pretty early, and so I don't know exactly what happened there. But we're here finally, and I'm glad to be with you. Very seriously, okay. First of all, it's a beautiful, amazing day here in Las Vegas, and I hope it's as spectacular wherever you are. And with everything, all the madness going on, I can't think of a better way to spend a Sunday morning than with my friends, talking about fun stuff. So it's an opportunity for us all to just let it go and enjoy hanging out. And maybe you've got your cup of coffee. I've got my my water, and I've got my diet soda there. So this is the perfect way to kick off a fun Sunday morning. So welcome to the few of you that are here. Hopefully that number will grow as we go. It usually picks up in when it goes to video, which I don't really like. I like you guys here with me, okay? Getting that feedback. Hi, Ken. Uh, yeah, like kids on Christmas. Thank you. Hi, Ken. And let's see here. We got Paul. How are you, Paul? And we've got Diecast Sheriff. So, hello, everybody. Um, okay, so let me start by saying that, and I say this every month, I guess, and it maybe it's true, maybe it's not, I don't know, but I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and it should be a really fun show. Uh, got a ton of stuff happening, and I gotta tell you, I'm on a roll here, okay? Stuff is happening, videos are getting made. I have more videos than I can fit into my release schedule. So that is actually going to be the first thing we'll talk about is the release schedule. I want to talk to you guys about how I release my videos. I've done this once before a long time ago, so we're going to repeat it today. So when I do my videos, I do a diecast video every Saturday. It used to release at 7 a.m. It's now releasing at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard. And so every Saturday you get a diecast video at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the only exception to that is like on a live stream weekend like this, where I'm going to do a broadcast on Sunday. I don't release a video on the Saturday. So other than that, every Saturday you're going to get a diecast video. On Wednesdays, I have a potpourri of videos that come out again at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that is coin rings and models and whatever else. And trust me, there's a lot of whatever else coming your direction. In fact, this Wednesday, we're going to be releasing another episode of Turning Type 2, in which I'm going to discuss medications. And so if you are a diabetic or know somebody who is, please tune in. I'll be talking about meds. Word of warning, you're going to see my stomach, and you're going to see me giving myself some injections. A little gross, but I think it's really important to share this information amongst people who are struggling with diabetes. So that's going to be this Wednesday. And like I said, not always will there be a video on Wednesdays, but when I have extra stuff, they'll come out on Wednesdays at 6 a.m. Occasionally, I should say rarely, I will put out a Monday video. You know, if something else is going on, I'll put something out on Mondays. Um, that's kind of like the overflow or catch-all day. So then finally, the live stream, the first Sunday of every month at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the live stream once a month. All right, so that's just a review of the schedule. And now let's just quickly touch on something I'm super, super excited about. And I probably should have talked about this in the look forward, but I can't contain myself any longer. Mega Build 3 is here. See how excited I am? I can't even talk normal. Mega Build 3 is here. And let me tell you something. I am pumped about this one. I love the mega builds. Okay, they take a lot of time, so I have to kind of work them in where I can. There's planning, there's figuring out what I'm going to do, and then there's the actual project. But Mega Build 3 is completely done. The principal video is all shot and I want to say 75% edited. So I'm hoping I'm going to bump Mega Build 3 up in the release schedule, and I'm hoping for you to be able to see it in the next 30 days. It's going to wow you. On the topic of mega builds, let me ask you guys a question, and you can put it down in the comments down below. Mega Build 1 was 47 minutes in duration. And in Mega Build 1, what I did is on the Saturday, I released a part 1, which was half of the video. And then the very next morning, on Sunday, I released part 2. And then that same Sunday, I also released the full version. And I got 1,400 views on part 1, 1,600 views on part 2, and 3,800 on the full video. And so, yeah, it looks like the full video got a little more attention, but I don't really know. So on Mega Build 2, I only released it as a one video, full video, and it got 2,500 views, and it was 45 minutes long. So my question to you guys is, how do you want me to present Mega Build? Would you prefer the way I did the first one in 2 parts and the full-length version, or would you just like it in the full-length version? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do for Mega Build 3 here. It's going to be super exciting. There's a lot of fun stuff happening there, and it's a fun concept. It's a fun build, so it's a great time. I loved doing it, and I can't wait to show it to you. I really am. I'm chomping at the bit to share Mega Build with you. Okay, so where's that leave me? So now what we're going to do something a little bit different, and I started getting a lot of questions, different things about me, and I love it because learning about each other and sharing with each other, that's what friends do. I do consider you guys all of my friends, and so I want to start to answer some of those questions and start to share a little bit about who I am. And so I actually have 2 questions already. I'm going to do one this month and one next month, and then just continue to tell you more about me. And this month's question was, what was my favorite 70s sitcom? And I couldn't answer the question. It came up on the last live stream, and I couldn't answer the question because there were so many wonderful things. That was my wheelhouse, was the 60s and 70s. And if you'd asked me what my favorite sitcom ever was, the answer's easy. It's Batman, the Adam West Batman. But that wasn't the question. The question was, what is my favorite 70s sitcom? And, you had All in the Family, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Welcome Back, Kotter, Taxi, Barney Miller, WKRP in Cincinnati, Mork and Mindy. So there was just a ton of videos that I really loved. Not videos, but sitcoms that I really loved. And, you see why I couldn't just answer it on the spur of the moment. So it ended up that I finally have come up with an answer after a lot of thought, and the answer is MASH. Now, MASH takes the cake for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to go over why I chose MASH as my favorite 70s sitcom. First of all, its longevity. MASH did 11 seasons. That's over a decade. They went from 72 to 82 with 11 seasons, and that tallies 251 episodes. That's an average of 22 episodes a season. This day and age, you're lucky if you get 8 episodes in a season. So there's just no comparison in its longevity and the gifts that they gave us. 22 episodes a season for 11 seasons. That has to speak volumes about MASH. But there's far more to that. MASH is labeled as a sitcom, but it wasn't just a comedy. It was drama, it was suspense, it could be comedy, it could be several of those things all together. In fact, one of my most memorable MASH episodes was with Charles Emerson Winchester. And you know what a snob and a jerk he was. But he operated on this soldier and had to remove his hand. And come to find out that this soldier was a concert pianist. Loved his music. And so the crisis that this soldier was going through really grabbed the guts of Winchester, who then went way out of his way, above and beyond, to explain to this guy that the music wasn't in his hands, it was in his soul. And that, hand or no hand, he was still a concert pianist. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The show could be very, very funny, but it also could be gripping or heart-wrenching, even suspenseful. Remember when somebody was trying to murder Henry Blake? You know, so it was able to be socially aware. It was able to touch on sensitive topics like suicide. It went all over the place, and that is another reason. But the thing that really clinched it for me was the fact that MASH was able to do 11 seasons while losing some huge important players. It lost Henry Blake, Frank Burns, Trapper John, and it lost Radar. How does a show lose a character like Radar and survive? It makes me think of news radio. And I used to love news radio because of Phil Hartman. And when Phil Hartman was murdered, tragically, they replaced him with what I think was the best choice to fill his spot, with John Lovitz. The show didn't survive. Lost one character, didn't survive. And even though I think the replacement casting was brilliant, it didn't make it. And now other shows have lost megastars and gone on. But when you put all of those things together, that makes MASH have to be my favorite show. I can still watch it today all day long. If it's a marathon or something, I can turn it on, watch it, and be happy as a clam. So yes, MASH is absolutely my favorite sitcom of the 70s. And I dare say, even though it was only a couple years into the 80s, I think if you asked me what my favorite 80s sitcom was, it could very well, the answer could be MASH as well. I don't know. So anyhow, yes, MASH. It was awesome. And not snubbing any of these other sitcoms, but I really did love the show. All right, so I'm going to do something like that all the time. And like next month, the question was asked of me How did I become a firefighter? Yes, that is me. That is ridiculous looking me when I was a paid on call firefighter for the Wooddale Fire Protection District in Illinois. And I was also a dispatcher there. A very great time in my career. I learned so much from those folks. I learned how to be a man. I learned about honesty and trustworthiness. I learned how to be a firefighter. Some of the lessons were not always the easiest, but I did learn them, and all thanks to the Wooddale Fire Department. So I'm going to tell you how I ended up there next month. Okay, so that's that. So let's move on to some of our older known things for the live stream, starting with the last month review. Let's talk about what we did last month. All right, we did the Chaparral, and I have to tell you, I'm not a fan of a white car, but man, on the curves of this body and stuff, this car is spectacular. You should see it up close. You know, it just came out so beautiful. I love the white paint on the stylings of this car. I think it's amazing. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you liked it. Then this one, I told you that this was now my all-time favorite custom, and this was the Nova 3 Blind Mice build that I dubbed White Hunter Black Heart, and I just love this car. This is a car I would drive all day long and twice on Sundays. This thing was just a pleasure. I can't believe how good it came out. I'm so happy with it. And that just goes to talk about how I'm really on a roll right now. The projects I'm choosing are happening, and they're coming out better than I expected. Here we have the Jaguar D-Type race car from Matchbox. A simple little car, but a lot of fun. Sometimes simple is the fun way to go, and I was really excited about this. And it helped me learn that it's pronounced Jaguar. So I think. Let me see. I think it was John Darking who corrected me on my pronunciation. Was that you, John? If you're here, thank you. So it's Jaguar. But it was a lot of fun building this car, and I hope you liked it. And then the most recent release was my ice cream truck. And I told you during the video what a pain that paint was. But honestly, I think the paint that's on here is perfect. I love it, but it's not an exact match for what Matchbox was putting out, which I don't know why. I was just having one of those moments where I just kept pouring more paint. I just could not land on anything. I was happy, so I finally said, hey, I'm close enough. I'm going to stop, and I loved it. I think it came out great. And really, look at his little ice cream ball. I think that worked out great using a little epoxy putty. I think that worked fantastic. And it is... Well, my clock's a little fast there. Have you ever tried to set the time, the rate on a cuckoo clock? It's a pain in the butt. You have to slide the little leaves up and down the pendulum to adjust its speed. It's impossible. Once a month, I just move the needles a little bit because it's just impossible. So, and anyhow, what else did we do last month? We did the spray booth review, which I hope was helpful to you. And in an update on that, I've used it several times now, and I could not be any happier. The lights make all the difference in the world to both the ability to paint and see and film. So I love that thing. I really do. Highly recommend it. If you haven't watched the video, go back into my video section and you can see more about that airbrush booth. I did the silhouette, which I think, even though the color's not quite right, I think it came out great. It's, one of the Sweet 16, so you can never go wrong there. A lot of fun. Had a great time with that. Okay, so that is our look at what we did last month. And I've got so much to talk about what's coming up. And honestly, I talked to my friend who's here today. Hey, Time Rider, how you doing? Welcome, buddy. I talked to my friend who's here, Ken. With all the craziness going on, I think I'm going to share with you guys a little bit more than I probably would have. I like to kind of keep things close to the vest a little bit, but I think I'm going to share with you a little bit more than I originally planned, just to help us along and stay sane and be able to talk about some fun stuff. So we're going to talk more about what's coming up, but first, as promised, we're going to do this month's tip of the month, which is the second part that I promised you from last month. In last month's tip of the month, I showed you fire extinguishers and talked to you about buying one. And I promised you that in this month, I was going to show you how to use it. And that's what we're going to do right now. So this is this month's tip of the month. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this tip of the month. As promised, today is part 2 of my tips on home fire extinguishers. With the hobbies many of us participate in, fire can be a real threat. And after 38 years in the fire service, I've seen firsthand the destruction even a small fire can wreak, and it's devastating. Last month I talked about buying a home fire extinguisher and promised that this month I would discuss the use of these devices. Of course, your first move should always be to call 911 for help. But while keeping safe, you might just be able to save your home with a properly deployed fire extinguisher. The simple way to use an extinguisher is by remembering the acronym PASS. PASS stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Let's take a look at each step. P, or pull. Pull the safety pin from the extinguisher. It's held in with a breakable security tie, but just put a finger in the pin ring and pull sharply, and it will pop free relatively easily. Next is A for aim. Aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. Some extinguishers have a short, stubby nozzle, and others have a horn with a flexible hose. It doesn't matter what type it is. Just point it in the general direction of the fire, and then aim for the base of the flames. S is for squeeze. Squeeze the discharge handle to release the extinguishing agent. Depending on the type of extinguisher, this might be a cloud of dry powder or even a cloud of carbon dioxide. It could be loud and startling. Doesn't matter. Just squeeze it and let the agent discharge and do its work. Finally, the last S is for sweep. While discharging the extinguisher, sweep the nozzle from side to side, being sure to envelop the entire fire with the extinguishing agent. Don't stop discharging the agent until the fire is completely out. PASS is an easy way to remember the proper way to operate a fire extinguisher. PASS is an easy way to remember the proper way to operate a fire extinguisher. Now, here are a few words of caution that should always be observed. First, always dial 911 for help first. Get the pros on the way. That way, if the extinguisher doesn't get the job done, you already have help on the way. Second, never, never, never put your life in harm's way. Belongings can be replaced. You can't be. Never risk your life trying to deploy a fire extinguisher. Third, just know the chemical in a dry extinguisher is harsh. Try and position yourself upwind of the fire if you can. An extinguisher is only a tool, and it's only as effective as the person using it. When you buy your extinguisher, learn all you can about it. Read the instructions. Be familiar with it and its operation. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alive. That's it for this month's tip of the month. Be safe out there, and I will see you next month. All right, so there's the tip of the month, and I am just absolutely deadly serious about this, guys. That even a small room and content fire will be devastating to your entire home. It could kill your pets. It could kill a family member. You can't imagine what even a small fire can do. A small fire that could have been kept even smaller if you had a fire extinguisher handy. With the hobbies that we have, and we're using flames and torches, and we're heating things and melting stuff, and all these other things. A fire extinguisher is an absolute essential. If you don't ever get anything else from me, I've run literally thousands of fire calls, and I know what I'm talking about. So get yourself a fire extinguisher. Know how to use it. Keep it up to date. It'll hopefully be something you never ever have to use, but if you do, it could really make the difference between life and death, literally. So go get yourself a fire extinguisher. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share another surprise tip with you guys today, and let me start by showing you this here. This is my live stream planner. Here, let's do it this way. Okay, so here's my live stream planner, and I put all my notes on here, what date it is and stuff, and all the details of what I'm doing. And it's great. It works fantastic for me for doing the live streams, but I have more going on than that, okay? And whether you're doing a channel or not doesn't really matter. If you're a hobbyist, you're going to have, well, I need this product, or I want to do this project, or whatever. So what I did is I bought this book here, and it's just a little notebook. It's very cheap on Amazon. And I choose the one with blank pages, okay? And it's got a little ribbon in here so you can use it as a bookmark, and so you can kind of just put it here and close it and keep it in. What I've been doing is I've been making notes in this book for all of my projects, my videos, things I need to buy or order, or things I want to learn, and it's been a real lifesaver. It's like my live stream planner, but for everything I'm doing. It's very cheap. You can get it on Amazon. I actually will put a link down below once this goes to post as a video. And I'll put a link down below for these, but it really is a fabulous thing. Highly recommend it. It will help you kind of keep track of this, especially if you're one of my viewers who's doing a channel out there. So that's my bonus tip of the month right there. Okay, so let's move on and really get to the big deal of the day, which is going to be looking forward, because, oh my gosh, so much going on. Now, like I said, I'm on a roll. I have a ton of videos loaded on YouTube, ready for release dates. And my biggest problem is just figuring out what's releasing on what date right now. It seems like all the projects I'm choosing are coming out better than I could have hoped for. And just everything is clicking right now, so I'm really happy about that. Hey, you know what? Let's put the brakes on. I want to talk to you about something, and maybe I'll show it to you in the next live stream. There was a way to show you this now. I wonder if this would work. Let's see if we can see this or not. Hang on, we're going to try something. I'm going to have to move it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Can you see right here? This is my stream cam, and that's what I use as my main camera for everything that we're doing right now. Now, if you look above it, right there. That is my Canon M50. Now, when I rearranged my room here, I had wanted to use the Canon M50. Let's put this back because now it's sticking in my face. That's going to be all in the wrong place here. So I wanted to use my Canon M50 um, to do live streams and all of these views because I have better control over it. I can control the ISO and the shutter speed and all that stuff. I can change its focus. I can change lenses. I can do a lot of that stuff. But at the time, the Canon was limited in what it could do. It would time out after 30 minutes. It wasn't a clean HDMI output, so I switched to that Logitech StreamCam. Well, Canon did something really cool with the lockdown. They rushed out a driver that would bypass all that and let you use your Canon camera to do live streams and things like that so you could talk to your family members, this, that, and the next thing. And about a month ago, they put that out, but it was only for PCs. And about a week ago, they put out a Mac version. I am a Mac guy. I think you guys know that. Don't hate me for it. I'm not a Mac snob, but I am a Mac guy, so don't hate me. So they finally put out the driver for the Mac. And I think what I'm going to do is, I didn't want to try it here today because I want to test it before the live stream. So maybe in the next live stream, we're going to be switching back and forth between the two cameras, I think, and let you see, because to use that as a streaming camera, you have to go through USB, and it's got a limited resolution, and so I'm not sure about the quality yet. So, because, I mean, let's face it, this stream cam that you're watching me on right now, I think we could all agree it's really good quality, right? So, I don't know which camera I'm going to use, but I think I'd like to get one of those out of there, and so we might test it in the next live stream, and we'll go from there. So anyhow, okay, so that's that. Sorry for jumping around all the place, but sometimes I get lost and forget stuff, you know. Even though I've got all my notes, you know, I'm old. You know, what can I say? I'm kind of getting feeble-minded. All right, so anyhow, having talked about that, let's get back to the look forward. Yeah, like I said, a lot of fun stuff, and I've decided I'm going to share more than I would have because I do keep things close to the vest. But I wanna really kind of give you guys some heads up on stuff that's going on. So let's take a look at some of the projects we have coming up. All right, we have the Three Blind Mice Back to the 50s Invitational, which I believe, if my head calendar is right, is next Saturday. And that is, you can take any casting of a vehicle from the 50s, do whatever you want with it, and be there. If you haven't already, please send us a message to help me out, Lee. Three Blind Mice Diecast, or just go to the Three Blind Mice Facebook page and put a posting there. Let us know that you're going to be participating so that we can include you in all the fun advertising that we try to do for these things. Please don't post your video before the 13th. And other than that, just use a 50s vehicle and have fun. Mine's done. I'm really excited about it. Again, it's one of those things that came out way better than I could have hoped for. I can't wait to put it out next week. So let's see here. This says Airbrush Academy 102, but we also are working on Airbrush Academy Class 103, which is going to be another core course that covers the actual painting. I'm going to talk about how to paint with an airbrush. It should be a lot of fun, and if you're new to airbrushing or considering airbrushing, this is going to be a really invaluable class for you. You're not going to want to miss it. So that's going to be Airbrush Academy, Airbrushing 103, and that'll be coming up soon. Then the Three Blind Mice build for this month is the A100 by Hot Wheels. And there you can see it. Now look, okay, let me be blunt here. No, you can't use something different. Okay, it may not be the Pinocchio A100, but you can see the car right here. They made a lot of versions of it. It's got to be this casting. Okay? That's the one rule we have is the same casting. So please, please, please get the same casting. It doesn't have to be Pinocchio. They made a bunch of these ones. It just needs to be the Hot Wheels 66 Dodge A100. All right. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I think I have a plan. I think I've got my car apart already, but that's as far as I've gotten. Pete Bolognese, how you doing, buddy? Holy crap! Hey, everybody! This is a firefighter, just retired firefighter friend of mine from the Clark County Fire Department, an American hero, Pete Bolognese. I actually trained his rookie school, and he's an amazing guy. And welcome, Pete. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so please give him a little virtual pat on the back there. So anyhow, what was I talking about before Pete so rudely interrupted me here? I don't even know. I was talking about the Dodge 66 Dodge A100 for the Three Blind Mice build. Please, same casting, and that is I don't remember the date. Lee, help me out. Come on, what's the date for the release on the A100? 26th, I think, maybe. I don't know. Look in the comments because Lee is going to share that with me. Okay, so anyhow, moving on. This one, okay, this is a fun little thing. This is going to be the Matchbox Porsche, and let me tell you something. The goal here was to take this ugly ass car and turn it into something fun, and I think I really nailed it. I hope you guys like it. 23rd, Lee is saying. The 23rd for the A100 build. Thank you, Lee. So we're going to be doing this Matchbox Porsche, or is it Porsche? Okay, whoever was that, John. I know it was Jaguar. Is it Porsche or Porsche? Please let me know. All right, so, oh, wait. Lee was wrong. It's the 27th for the A100 van release, so please do that. So, and Nathan, yes, it's a classic Matchbox, but boy, they really dropped the ball and made it ugly as shit, man. It is an ugly, ugly car. I'm gonna fix that. It won't be ugly when I'm done. Okay, so let's see. What else have I got? Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a fun one. This is the Rattle Can Challenge. It's me and Lee, and I forget who else is in it off the top of my head. Lee, thank God you're here, man. I need you. Who all is in the Rattle Can Challenge, Lee? The goal is we're all going to be using this same van, and you have to do it with Rattle Can paints. No airbrush is allowed. Now, the design I have in mind is going to need decals, and normally I would really decal this up, but I'm not going to because I think it's kind of a cheat. So I'm going to paint as much as humanly possible of it and then finish it with decals. But that's all I'm going to tell you on this one. It should be a lot of fun. And Lee, please post down below who our people are in the Rattle Can Challenge. Let's see here. Where have I got? Oh, that's fine. I don't need one with the roof. Okay, anyhow, so let's see. Where am I? Okay, I think that's it for that. But where am I? I'm in Las Vegas, of course. Okay, what else have I got to tell you about? Okay, right here. Let me show you this. Okay, I'm going to show you this, and you guys post what you think these are going to be for. Okay, and I got these 3 different kinds, and They're going to be for an upcoming video, and I want to see if anybody nails what they're going to be for, okay? And then I'll share what they're for. So those are that. And then let's see here. Oh, my shirt. Okay, here. Can you see it? My Vampire Blood shirt. It's my favorite shirt in the world. I'm going to be showing you how to make this. This is printed in flock, and I'm going to show you how to make that in an upcoming video. And I'm also going to be doing a multicolor shirt, so I'm going to be showing you that. That's coming up in some future videos. Why is my pen not writing? I'll switch over to this guy. So, yeah, I love this shirt. I could wear this thing every day. So, flock shirts and multicolor shirts on the heat press. We're going to be talking about that coming up. Anybody guess what that Jenga? Okay, oversized Jenga kitchen remodel. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, so okay. Keep guessing, because if you want to know, I'm not telling you. Somebody's going to have to guess it, or I'm not telling you. That's it. Screw you guys. A clubhouse. I like that. All right. I talked about Airbrush 103. Turning Type 2. Okay, so I already mentioned that on Wednesday I'm going to do the next video on Turning Type 2, in which I'm going to talk about medication. But then the next video for Turning Type 2, I'm going to talk about A1C. Everybody's seen a commercial on A1C before, and who the hell knows what it is? They don't tell you in the commercials what it is. They just say, how's your A1C? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. So I'm going to do an entire video for Turning Type 2 on A1C and explain that. And then, let's move on here. Another sneak peek. Can you guys see this? This is the lower section of the Jupiter 2 model. All right, this is going to be fully lighted. You see how big it is. It's huge. And we are really moving along on it now. We were kind of stuck because I couldn't come up with a decent metallic paint job, but I've got that settled. So the Jupiter 2 is moving right along. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to be a month or two out still. Then I've got something really special. Our friend Ken Baumer, you see him in the comments down there. Oh, Pete Balinese steps up to the plate and nails it. Pens. That's right, Pete. I'm going to be doing videos on turning pens. And so that's going to be coming up. We've got some walnut here. We've got some rosewood here and some cherry. And we're going to be turning some pens in an upcoming video. Pete nails it. I'm going to have to send you a pen when I'm done, Pete. Kind of like a prize for guessing it. So anyhow, we're going to be doing pens. And a lot of other cool things along those lines. And then, like I was saying, Ken Baumer, one of them, he's here, and you know about him. I'm going to be doing a special guest build. Ken videotaped his first ever restoration, and he actually came up with a clever idea on how to do a repair that's going to be in that video. I'm going to edit it all together. I'm going to host it and put it out on the channel as a special guest build, and that's going to be coming up, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes, like I said, I'm old. I forget stuff. Holy crap. Diecast Sheriff. Another pat for Pete. I like it. Okay, so anyhow, was that it on the upcoming stuff? Yeah, okay. So let's move on and do show and tell now. Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay. Show and tell. Let's start with some of the stuff that you guys were kind enough to send in to me. And we're going to start in the wrong place. Let's start here. Okay? This is from Bill DeBevic. Am I saying that right, Bill DeBevic? So whenever you see this, let me know. Bill wanted to show what happens when you leave your parts in the CLR too long. And you see they start to dissolve. I guess he left these in overnight. And you see they did not fare too well. So thank you for sharing that. And I love to share boo-boos. I think we learn more from our mistakes than anything else. Then this is from John, who did his Jaguar D-Type and made sure that I understood the proper way to pronounce Jaguar. So there it is, his Jaguar D-Type. Fun little car, right? I had a lot of fun doing mine. And here is his real-life Jaguar. I would love to have that parked in the garage, I don't mind saying. Except for the repair bills. You can keep those. All right, this is from Tony. Tony, you sent in some pictures of your Jaguar that you have at home. And this is your hopefully soon-to-be kid build. Now, you guys know how I feel about kid paints. I love to try to replicate that and keep it the way the kid envisioned the car. I really don't know how you do that with this thing, with the blue roof, the white stripes, and the orange stripes, but I sure would try. But yeah, I love cars that kids have mangled. They're a lot of fun, especially trying to keep the feeling of what the kids saw in the car. So we have that. And then let's see here. Here's some stuff that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so this is a really cool thing. Without going into too much detail, my mom and dad split up a long time ago. And, you know, the whole family kind of became fractured and estranged. Shortly thereafter, my dad went off his way. Everybody else went their way. I never saw him again, but he was a great natural photographer, had a fantastic eye. And this is a picture that a friend of mine back in Wooddale found in his mother's house. It was in storage and the frame was all broken and stuff, but my dad had signed the back of it. And so he knew who had taken it. And he reached out to me and said, did I want it? And he sent me this picture. This is the bridge leading into Salt Creek Park in Wooddale, Illinois. And so he sent me this, and I have it now, and it's hanging on my walls, and I'm super grateful to have it. Love this picture. Now, here's a picture sent to me by my cousins. Now, I don't know who is who in this picture, but I want you to look closely at it, because this is proof positive that my ancestors developed the photobomb. Because here are these three beautiful women, and I colorized that, by the way. Here are these three beautiful women posing happily for what must have been a big deal back then to have their picture taken. And that little shit is hiding in the wagon and photobombing them. Kudos to him. That must be, he's got to be where I got my oddness from. Because I love that picture. And like I said, as early as this picture was taken, when cameras were so sparse and rare, this to me says we probably invented the photobomb. And then finally, this is a photo of the Las Vegas Strip that I took from McCarran Airport while I was stationed there. And just wanted to share that with you. I think that's finally. Is there another one after that? I don't know. I'll have to see. But anyhow, I wanted to share this with you. Stupid cuckoo clock. I wanted to share this with you because, you know, Las Vegas is starting to reopen slowly. It is a beautiful, magnificent city that has way more to offer than just gambling. There's shows, there's food, there's, entertainment, there's gambling, of course. There's Red Rock, there's Mount Charleston, there's Lake Mead. It is an amazing place. And, if you've never considered it, because you always envisioned it as nothing more than just a place to gamble, it's so much more than that. Maybe you give it a try. Oh, here, there is one more picture. This is a fantastic thing. I was so happy with myself. Before the virus hit, my wife had lost a stone in her wedding ring. And so we took it to the jewelers because I had bought a lifetime warranty on it. And they sent it in to replace the stone. And then all of this stuff hit. And so she hasn't been able to have her ring back. And I hated her not having anything. So I took this silver-proof Nevada quarter and I made a ring for her to wear as a pseudo wedding ring. And I actually got down on one knee when I gave it to her and asked her to wear it. So she wears that while we're waiting to hopefully sometime ever get our ring back. So anyhow, that's the stuff I wanted to share with you guys for show and tell. So where are we? I've talked about all of this stuff. I guess we are now at the chat session. So now I can read the chats and talk with you guys directly. Oh no, I've got more stuff to show you. Here, we'll go hold on the chat session. Because I got to show you some more stuff. I told you I'd share more with you today, and I almost didn't do it. I was such an asshole. Okay, so let me start by showing you this guy. All right, I have two of these, thanks to Ken Baumer. This one's mine. You see I've took the wheels and axles off already. But this is the kind of thing I was starting with, and I'm making a very special one for Ken, which I'm going to be sending him soon. And you're going to get to see the video of this transport vehicle that I'm doing for Ken. So there's that. Okay, this is coming up. This build is coming up. Okay, I promise. Been promising Ken that for a long time because that car was a real pain in the keister, and it fought me every step of the way. At some point, it made me want to shoot myself. All right, then next we have this. Guys recognize it? The Green Hornet Black Beauty. Okay. Still got its guy in it. And I think there's supposed to be a little lever here that works to turn him, because it's hard to turn that little nub down there. And then it's got the little trunk that opens, and there's supposed to be a thing that flies out of here. And this thing is broken. It keeps falling down, but it's supposed to open up and shoot a rocket. And so this is the Black Beauty by Corgi, and we're going to be restoring that for you guys, as well as the Corgi Batmobile. And in fact, let me show you here. I think this is it. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, here we go. So here is a bunch of parts I got from MK Models, and this is all stuff for the Batmobile restoration. I've got Batman and Robin, new tires, the missiles, the antenna, a new spring, two new glasses, a blue and a white, because couldn't decide what I wanted, Batman decals, some of the a little piece of the internal workings that makes the flame go in and out, the little dome for the top, new missile shooters. So I have all this stuff for the Batmobile restoration. I haven't ordered anything for the Green Hornet yet, but I will. So we've got that going on. I showed you this. All right. So I showed you this guy, this Hot Wheels Batmobile, and this is the Batmobile I'm going to use for making the Batcave. And I just got the 3D printer running again because I hadn't been using it. So I got that running again. I've modeled many of the components for the Batcave, and I should be able to start that project soon. I've got the foam for carving it out and everything like that. I've got sketches, and I'm really close to being able to start on the Batcave. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon as well. What else can I share with you that I'm willing to talk about? A lot of diecast builds that are going to be a lot of fun. For my ring makers, I have a video on annealing, okay? Now, I've talked about annealing in a detailed video before, but in this one, I'm actually going to anneal a copper nickel quarter a challenge coin, a 1921 Morgan, and a 999% silver proof coin. And so I'm going to anneal all of those and talk to you guys about annealing for my coin ring guys. You've seen the model being built. So that's some of the stuff. Oh, and as far as Funtime favorites, I do have a lot of stuff coming up, including this little guy. That's all I'm going to do is just show you that, not tell you anything else about it. But so I've got that. I've got a lot of stuff, including some vintage Apple computers, and a few other things that are really going to be a lot of fun. So Funtime favorites, a lot of stuff lined up for that. All right, now I'm honestly going to start doing comments. So talk all you want. What do you got? What do you got for me? I see you guys have been talking up the place here. Let's see. Modern day salvage. Yeah, the pens are proving to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to bring them to you. David Nielsen, just remember to drill those posts. So let me tell you, I said I was on a roll, and I mean it. I have been remembering to drill my posts, and to me that just says you can teach an old dog new tricks, because I've been doing it, and I've been pretty proud of myself. So there's one project where I didn't really do it. I think it was this. I didn't drill the posts. I know it was this. I did not drill the posts on this, and I had started this such a long time ago before I ruined the first paint job that I didn't realize I didn't do it. That's how that one got by. But otherwise, I've been drilling the posts, and I've been very proud of myself. Let's see here. Diecast Sheriff. Cattle truck. I don't think so. Maybe I'll have to look, but I don't remember. And if I got it and I snubbed you and didn't comment on it, I apologize. I just don't remember it. I get pulled 1,000 different directions voluntarily, but I do. Ken, very cool ring story. Thank you, Ken. I liked it too, and I was happy that she's got something to wear while her ring is out. The Hornet, yes, Kato is in there, and I'm gonna see if you can see him or not. Let's try this. Okay, coming in as close as I can. I don't know if I can get any closer. Can you see him? He's in there. There's Kato. There's the Green Hornet, and look at how cool the Green Hornet is. Can you see him good at all? I don't know if this thing is focusing or not. But yeah, he's there. They're both there. It needs the little flicks. It needs the rocket. This needs to be fixed. It needs a paint job, and I'm thinking of not going 100% original because I don't think I'm going to put the decal on the roof personally. But let me know what you think. If you think I should go with the decal on the roof or not. Let's see here. I do too, Ken. The Green Hornet car is fun. I loved the Green Hornet. My favorite one of my favorite Batman episodes was the episode with the Green Hornet. I really enjoyed that one. Who's seen that movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think it is, where they have Bruce Lee in the movie, and he gets in the fight with the one stuntman. The guy who's playing Bruce Lee just nails that. It's so fun and perfect. I used to be a giant Bruce Lee fan. In fact, I remember when I was young, my mom actually took me to one of those cheesy Bruce Lee kung fu movies, karate movies, whatever. And I used to be pretty into his movies, so I should go back and watch some of those just for fun. What's that one movie with Shonuff in it? The Last Dragon? Who remembers The Last Dragon? Now that was a fun karate movie with Leroy and Shonuff. That was a fun movie. I might have to watch that today. Show enough. I need a cool nickname like that, like Show enough. If Pete, if you're still here, I know you can come up with a cool nickname. All right, and no, not anything disgusting, Pete. Something cool. All right, so let's keep going. Yeah, the Black Beauty, Nathan, it really is a classic, and I can't wait to get these ones, these corgis, restored. In fact, um, okay, another upcoming feature is going to be a behind the scenes build, and that's actually going to be the next thing I shoot. And so I was trying to clear all my intermediate projects out of the way so that I could focus on the behind the scenes build. And I'm going to do a build exactly like I normally would do it. It's just going to be a simple restoration and probably of a Sweet 16. And the only difference is I'm going to be shooting from different angles where you can see what I'm doing, how I'm manning the cameras, and doing all the stuff that I do. I'm going to take you through when I do the editing and all that. So otherwise, it's going to be exactly what I do every time. The only difference is I'm going to do it in one day. And normally, even something simple like a Sweet 16 build, I'll take a week or more to do it. But I can easily do it in one day. So I'm going to do it in one day just to keep everything as cohesive and true to life as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be exactly the same, and you're going to get to see the world behind the cameras as I do that project. All right, Batmobile. Video. Okay, let's see here. James, a video about the 3D printer, software, and cleaning parts. Okay, so I will do that when I make the Batmobile parts. I'll do a whole video just on that. And I'm using some new resin that makes cleanup a lot nicer. So we'll talk about that. Let's see here. Hi, David. Let's see here. Uh, I, Let me see. Pete asked if Kato has his mask on. Yes, he does. He's got his little chauffeur's hat and his mask on. He's true to life in there, man. And so does Green Hornet. He's got his little mask on. Let's see. Where were we? Huh. It's a 3D decal? Okay, I'm seeing somebody say to keep the decal. Maybe I will then. Maybe I'll behave and stick to a straight resto. Um, so let's see here. Let's see here. Now you're talking about who? Kato? Whose uniform are we talking about, David? Because it looks like I'm looking at it through green glass, but it looks like he's wearing a blue uniform for Kato. Green Hornet is in green. Um, See, I need a wheel. Anybody got a wheel? Gotta get a wheel. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Diecast. Okay, this is an important thing. I'm going to talk about this. Diecast Outcast has mentioned that on the 18th of September, um, we're going to have the second Paint It Pink challenge. Now, last year did really good. I think I made $150 for the Susan G. Komen, Nevada, with my pink Light My Firebird. Uh, so I did a whole nice gift package with that and auctioned it off for Susan G. Komen, Nevada. So on the 18th of September, we're going to have the second Paint It Pink challenge. So start thinking about that and get your cars ready, okay? It's going to be a big deal. Hopefully as big as it was last year. Um, The decal on the roof. I noticed that, David, that the decal is in set. There's a texture on the roof of the Green Hornet car, and the decal's like on a smooth area. I thought about not putting the decal down, sanding the roof smooth, and using the roof black from the Redline shop to paint the vinyl top on the roof. But maybe I won't. Boy, it looks like people are way ahead on the Paint It Pink challenge. Modern Day Salvage is in. Lee already has two potentially pink cars ready to go. Oh, really? That's cool. Well, thank you for sending this stuff, Diecast. I love getting show and tell. So please, if you have something that you want featured in show and tell, let me know. I love to host that stuff. I think it's a fun part of the show. What printer did you buy, James Turner? You bought James Turner bought a printer just for this hobby. Interested to find out what he bought. Um, let's see here. Oh, October. Sorry, I, I'm old. I've said that already, so you guys should not expect more. October, October 18th. I should know that. I have two kids born that month, so I should know that, but I don't. Uh, American Cancer Research for Lee. Good deal. As long as it goes to help somebody, that's the important part. I gotta say, I really loved my car I auctioned off last year. I might make another one just so I can have it for myself. Maybe I'll make two for the Paint It Pink challenge, one to auction away and one to keep for myself. I don't know. So let's see here. Oh, David, that hurts. That hurts. David wrote smooth roof underneath the decal. It would be tricky to recreate seamless. Um, David, you underestimate my powers, my mastery of these diecast cars. And that hurts. It hurts my heart. Okay, Kato's uniform is a blue gray. Okay, that's okay. Got it. So yeah, if that's the case, David, if his uniform is the wrong color, yes, I would absolutely paint that and correct that. Diecast Sheriff is in for the Paint It Pink. Oh, okay, James, you bought the Photon, so that's going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm probably going to print soon, so that video may come up pretty quick. So because you probably would like to see it sooner rather than later, so that may move up into the order there. No, Ken. Ken asked if I'm working on any models other than the Jupiter 2 right now. It gets too overwhelming, and so no, I'm only working on the Jupiter 2. There's a lot I want to do. I want to do some fire trucks and some other things. Um, but right now, I'm only doing the Jupiter 2, especially because I have to juggle three sets of instructions the entire way through because I have the model, I have the lighting kit, and then I have the add-on decal slash photo etch kit. And so I have to make sure that I'm melding all three of those at the same time. It's the model's actually a pretty simple build, but when you put all that together, it becomes quite complex and it's tough trying to keep track of everything and do all the things in the right order and make sure your paint is coming out right and everything. So in generally speaking, no, I only do the one at a time. Uh, and David said smooth roof with the red line shop, okay by me. Yeah, I don't know now because I know you can get that decal, so I know it's available. I don't know. Maybe I will stick with that being original. Let's see here. So anyhow, what time is it? Anybody? What time is it? 10:09. So we've been here for about an hour. So I think I'm probably going to wrap this up. Okay, so listen, a lot of fun stuff coming up. I hope you guys watch. Most importantly, um, the Turning Type 2 videos are serious, okay? And if you are a diabetic or know somebody who's a diabetic and maybe they're struggling with all of this stuff, especially if they're new like I am, please have them tune in and watch that one. Uh, those videos are really about me wanting to share some of the stuff I'm learning with other people to maybe make it a little easier and a little less intimidating. So the rest of the videos are all for fun. I hope you're enjoying them. If you have any suggestions for videos, put them down below. If you have 79, well, that's a lie, Pete. It's not 79 minutes because I was on for like an extra 10 minutes. Just to get the stream rolling, and so I started right at 9, so it's actually 69 minutes. But anyhow, so send me your suggestions, put them in the comments for potential videos that you want to see. Send me anything that you want to include in the show and tell. I love that, and so I need constant material. You guys got to send me stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, there's a video coming up on Wednesday for Turning Type 2, and then Saturday is a video. Pete, you got to make sure you watch the video Saturday. I release it Saturday at 6 a.m. our time, Pacific Standard Time. You'll find it very interesting. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. It was a great talking with you guys. I hope this was a great way to start your Sunday in this crazy, crazy time. Now, take all of this energy that you have and the coffee that you've guzzled and go out and do something constructive and fun and just, have a great day. All right, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, be good.